So you wait for a bus all day, then all of a sudden three come along at once. So Indian Motorcycles have also released their brand new motorcycles, or their new motorcycles for 2026, their model lineup. I got the press release here. Again, apologies for where I am. I'm just working away at the moment, and I'll be back in the studio soon, the next few days. But I thought I'd get this video out as a reaction. They've got their motorcycles out for 2026. Not a lot has changed in terms of their overall range, okay? So the overall range is pretty much still the same, but they've got the new Sport Scout RT and the Sport Scout 60, which they're featuring. The Sport Scout RT looks really good. It comes in 3 color options. There's this red, there's this black, and there's this chalk color. Looks really good. Saying here, the Scout is a market-leading, globally recognized icon with a debut of the Sport Scout RT. So basically, the Sport Scout with saddlebags on it, or hard bags on it as well. 1250cc V-twin engine tucked into next generation steel tube frame. The locking rigid saddlebags, 37 liters. I just look at these Indian saddlebags, especially on the Chief and on the Sport Scout here, they look too square, too boxy to me. Let us know your thoughts there. Whereas the Harley Davidsons, they seem to be longer. They seem to be more. These are just more compact. I suppose it depends on what you like in terms of aesthetics. I just think they look, it's almost like they needed to be lengthened just a little bit, you know, to make them more rectangular rather than square. But I say that's just a personal observation. Let us know your thoughts here as well. So it's nice. It's a nice looking bike here. There's the Sport Scout RT. I've got to say, new color matched fenders, quarter fairing pen with revised graphics give the Scout RT a complete custom inspired look. Yeah, it kind of, there's lots of custom accents on it. That looks really nice. Stylish gloss black 140mm moto style risers with machined highlights come standard. Machine triples and moto handlebars complete the package. Both in custom looks and dialed ergonomics. It does look as if you can sit on the bike and you've just got a great seat and position. Of course, rider position, of course, I don't know until I actually get on the thing. But it does, looking from the pictures, and I've just seen pictures of people sat on it, it does feel as if it looks good. Everything's there in front of you. Even the small dial on top of the handlebars there, it just looks good. Solo seat, lower back support, yeah, for longer rides. It's got a quarter fairing, keeps the wind off, yada yada yada. And it's got 19-inch front wheels on it. It looks, yeah, they're saying this is all designed for the overall design, agile handling. It looks good. It's featured the limited Plus Tech trim. Is available in black smoke with graphics, sunset red metallic, which I think most people are looking at that bike and looking at that color and thinking this is a really nice bike. And then the chalk white, or the off-white chalk. The Sport Scout 60, again, mini 8 handlebars, integrated risers, improve reach and control. The sport style seat, yeah, I mean, a quarter fairing. It looks, you know, it looks like a nice bike as well. So all I would say is that these, we've got new colors here. So you've got sunset red smoke. That's on a lot of the bikes. The sunset red metallic, a lot of the bikes. So the red smoke is on the Indian Challenger Dark Horse, the Chieftain Power Plus Dark Horse. And the sunset red metallic is on the Indian Pursuit Limited, the Roadmaster Power Plus Limited. Storm Blue metallic, black metallic, Indian Challenger Limited, Chieftain Power Plus. Ghost White metallic and black metallic. The Indian Pursuit black metallic is on the Indian Pursuit, and the Roadmaster Plus are getting a lot of the changes. A few accessories of note, but look, you can go to the Indian website and you can see that really there's not a lot of differences here. There's not a lot of changes, and from the 2025 lineup into the 2026 lineup. And all we're looking at really is this, the Sport Scout. I don't want to be flat about this. It's just got a few accent changes and put some bags on it, right? You know, there's not a great deal to think, oh wow, this is a brand new concept in a motorcycle, as it were. It's great, it's new, but I wouldn't say it's a brand new concept. Yes, having a look at the Indian Motorcycle website here. If you look at the profile of the Sport Chief and the Sport Scout in terms of that bike, there isn't a great deal of difference, right? It kind of, the Sport Chief, I suppose, just looks a bit beefier. But in terms of the actual outside profile, there are differences, of course, especially with the tank. But in terms of overall, it kind of looks the same, right? So, you know, there's this interesting. It's interesting what Indian are doing here. I wouldn't say there's a lot to write home about. The Sport Scout, I think, is pretty good. Now it's got the RT. It's still got all the other Scout options. I still like the Sport Scout, which they brought out last year. And they've got, how many options they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 options in the overall Scout range, which is a lot, right? In terms of the Chief, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 5 in the Chief range, as it were. So look, I think if you're in the cruiser model market and you definitely want some bags on a bike, the Sport Scout, especially the one that they're pushing out, the RT, Sport Scout RT, looks like a really nice bike, right? You know, the problem is you're talking about 16,000 pounds here in the UK, 15,855. You got 1250cc, 108 newton meters of torque, 680 millimeters seat height. Weight is 257 kilos. Peak torque coming in at 6,300 RPM. You got those 3 color options: black smoke. You got that sunset red metallic, which looks really nice, I gotta say. And then you got the chalk. It's just called the chalk. Overall, just the 6-speed transmission, 13-litre tank. I think it's probably a little bit on the small side, but obviously this is a Scout. This is what we're kind of expecting. It looks great, I gotta say. If I was looking at different bikes here from Indian for 2026, I've got to say, I wouldn't be looking at this bike, the Sport Scout RT. I tell you what I would be looking at is the Sport Chief RT. If I was looking at the cruisers, right? I like a bike with bags. Obviously, I got a Harley Davidson Sport Glide, as you know, if you watch my channel. So I like that. My criticism, especially when I saw this in flesh, with the Sport Chief RT, and obviously now with this Sport Scout RT, it's just, I feel the bags are just a bit funny looking. They're just a bit too short, I think. And I would like them just to be a little bit longer. Let us know your thoughts there. Maybe it's a personal thing, right? I think the bikes are great. They look great, but they're not cheap bikes. We know that, right? Different reports from around the world in terms of India and how they're doing. Obviously, we know they just had the big takeover. That will be completed in January, February time. Some people saying lots of dealerships are closing. I saw lots of dealerships opening as well. So they're definitely in a period of change at India. They're in a transition period. Let's just see what happens for 2026. Let's just see if they stagger out some new reveals and new bikes later on. But this is what they've done. 2026, they've come out strong. But just like Harley Davidson, there's not a lot to write home about. You know, there's no brand new concept motorcycles here. There's nothing that you could say, wow, this is amazing from Indian. They've revolutionized the market. Unfortunately, we can't say that. But they're still producing some really nice bikes, I've got to say. You know, if they could work on the price, if they could work on, certainly here in the UK and around Europe, if they could work on a few things the next couple of years under this new ownership, in terms of pricing, affordability, availability, and also the other kinds of motorcycles, let's say at a more entry level, and especially if Harley Davidson are going to come out with a $6,000 motorcycle, then Indian really have to respond to that. They definitely have to respond to that. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, keep on watching. As I say, I will be back in the studio soon once I'm finished working out on the road. Anyway, with that, I'll catch you again. Another video coming very soon. Bye now.